So finally, let's look at the branching. Okay, so branching is the branches that you have in your program. Sometimes you have the if-else statements. So for that if-else statements, you can use the branching. So for example, this one is BNE says the branch on not equal. So which means that if T0 is not equal to T1, your program will jump to this label. So label is in a different part of your program inside the text section. Okay. Or for example, if on equal, so if T0 is equal to T1, then it will go to this label. This is unconditional branch. Unconditional branch means that whenever you have the command called B and then the label, your program will automatically jump to that label. Okay. This is the label if T0 is larger than T1, and this one is the if T0 is less than or equal to T1, etc. So you can actually see the full list at this address. Okay. So let's see the very simple example. In this case, we're going to use the loops. So how we can implement the loop? Okay, so in this case we're going to combine two things. We're going to combine the branches, and also we're going to combine the loop. So how we can implement the loop? By using this unconditional jump. Okay, so this is our loop part. Okay, so what's happening here? So first we have the integer sum equal to 0. Okay, so at the beginning, as you can see here, S0 is equal to 0, right? So 0 is, if you remember, the register 0. Okay, it always holds the value of the 0. Okay, then what we're going to do is inside the S1 we're going to load the value of the n. So what is n? N is equal to 6 here. So I key in the n here. At the data part, I created the label called n, and this is integer equal to 6. And then the T0 is equal to 1 at the beginning. Okay, now this is the 1, I equal to 1, so we put it inside the T0. Okay, so now we start the loop. Okay, so we label this part. The loop means the labeling. Okay, we can name this anything. We can, for example, instead of loop, we can use the start, but in this case I'm gonna use the label loop. So as you can see, this is in the part of the text. So the whatever starts from the loop until the done, so done is another label. So this, all of this considered inside the label loop, and whatever after the done and this part is called considered as a part of this label. Okay, so again I just give the random name here, done. I can give any name here actually. Okay, so now inside our loop, what's happening? First we're going to check the if the BEQ means, as you can see here, BEQ means the branch on equal. So we're checking if the T0 is equal to S1, right? So we check the if T0 is equal to S1. If it's equal, then we're going to jump to the done. But if it's not equal, we're going to do this part. So we're going to do the S0 equal to S0 plus T0. T0 is equal to 1, is 0 at the beginning equal to 0, so 0 plus 1. And then we're going to increase the step. So this is the increase step part. Okay, so this I plus plus I part. So we're going to increase the value of the T0 to the 1, and then this one is goes to the back of the loop. So jumps back to the beginning of the loop. So we repeat this until T0 is equal to S1. Okay, so it will keep looping until the T0 is equal to S1. And S1 is, as you can see, this is n, right? At the beginning we gave some value of the n. So it will give us the, this will loop until the this T0 is equal to S1. And then once they're equal, it will jump to this part, this label, done part. So the done part is just will print the message. What is the message? End of the program, the sum is, and then it will print the result. So what we are doing is we're just calculating the sum of the numbers until the n. Okay, so let's go back to our program. So I have the program here. Okay, so let's execute this program. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, let me clear this part at the bottom. Okay, so at the beginning is 0 is equal to 0, S1 is equal to 1, right? So the T0 is equal to 1. Okay, so now pay attention here. If I click the step by step, it will go back and forth. So as you can see, the loop is continuing. Okay, okay, and until the n is equal to 4, and now our loop is finished, and at the bottom you can see the message which says the sum is 15. So what we did is here is we find the values of the we find the sum of the numbers from 1 to 5. Okay, so from 1 until 5. So we can find the values of the numbers from 1 to 10. So we have to put 11 here. So in this case, we're going to find the values of the sum of the values from 1 to the 10. Okay, so let's clear this one and let's assemble the program and just click the run. In this case, you can see the sum is 55. Okay, so the numbers from the 1 until the 10, the summation of these numbers is equal to 55. So if you put 100 here, you can put 100, we can execute, and the result is 4,950. So this is how we're going to do the loop and then the branching. So this is a branching and this is loop. And as I said, you can label this anything. So for example, I can label this as a start, for example. Start, and I can label this as an end. So in this case, what I will do is, if the loop condition is confirmed, we can go to the end. If it's not confirmed, we can go to the start. Okay, so which means that we can label the parts of our program as well, not only our data, but also the parts of the program. Okay, so I can click and I can execute, and you can see the results at the bottom. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. Thank you everyone. I hope this was useful. I will leave some of the exercise on the goal system, and please try to submit them by the end of the semester.